This is a Glock 17, the predecessor of the Glock 19, a popular gun amongst a couple police departments and police officers in the US. For example, the New York Police Department, NYPD, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives, and the Drug Enforcement Administration. Today, I will pose as a law enforcement officer, use the Glock 17 to try to accumulate over 100,000 Koen of stolen goods in a single raid, and possibly extract to headquarters safely with all the goodies. Mind you, I will be attempting this in Season 7's new mode, Secure Ops, to make it a little less costly for me when I die. With that being said, let's get started. My first attempt ended off on life support. I spawned on the northwest side of farm, near the grain trade center. I immediately gunned it to a ladder that leads to the second floor, to try and get to the safe before anyone else. Upon entering, I heard a set of footsteps coming from the first floor. I contemplated my next move, and knew I had one of two choices: bum rush and potentially confiscate some valuable gear from the KIA PMC, or pre-aim the doorway and get an easy headshot. I chose the latter, and was completely unprepared for what was to come.
Estaba recontento porque había llegado el 18 piquete.
As soon as I saw him storm into the office like a bat straight out of hell, I knew I was cooked. My flight or fight instinct kicked in, and I let out one shot. Little did I know I was shooting at Goku because he dodged every shot like he was Ultra Instinct. So I ran, turned around, and shot him a couple of times, but it was futile. I jumped down to the first floor, hoping that he'd stop giving chase, but he was straight on demon time, and he also jumped down. I tried to hold my ground and get lucky by shooting his legs, but I got gunned down instead. The way he was chasing me made me feel like livestock, and honestly made me contemplate whether this was even going to work. However, my inner cop told me to try again and see what happens. Things were looking up in the second raid. I got into a little standoff, survived, and confiscated this sexy 90,000 Koen M4A1. Neutralized a few scavs, made my way to motel, and confiscated a S-chain, a camera, a transceiver, and a film stock. I made my way to extract after a good day's work, and earned a fat check big enough to buy a year's supply of baby oil. Don't ask why. Unfortunately, it still was not enough to meet the 100,000 Koen target, so regrettably, I had to try again. Attempt 3 started off like any other raid, but this time I had a partner. His name was Slavey2. He got wounded from his previous engagement and needed serious medical attention. I gave him a surgical kit and some painkillers to ease the pain. Then I made my way to hotel and looted a couple of items. The place had already been raided, meaning most of the loot was gone, so the only option I had was to loot the dead PMCs scattered all over the floor. As a result, I found this bad girl and a few other items. Isn't she pretty? My partner and I got distracted for a while. I was waiting for him to heal so we could leave, and that's when this happened. A random PMC came out of the right next to us and nearly filled both of us with lead. But thanks to my razor-fast cop reflexes, I was able to neutralize him and save both of our butts. Talk about a close call. I searched the suspect's body and found an MK-14. At this point, I was ready to leave and felt I had enough to reach the target. So we gunned it to extract with our heads held high after a successful raid. But on our way to extract, out of nowhere, my teammate got killed by another PMC. At this point, I had had enough and just wanted to secure the loot, so I ran to the south blockade extract and made it out with 100,000 Koen's worth of confiscated goods. Salute to Slava 2, your time in the force will not go unnoticed. Thank you for your time. I'd like to thank everyone who watched my previous videos. I truly appreciate the love and support, and I honestly didn't expect so many of you to find my videos entertaining. If you found this video entertaining, support me by liking the video and subscribing. It would help me out a ton and grow this channel so I can make more content for more people. And with that being said, bye-bye.